All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we are live in full effect with multi-platinum, former No Limits record recording artist. We got Pheno Gambino right here, right now on the line. How are you doing this evening?
What's happening, family? I'm good, fam. I'm good.
I gotta say, first and foremost, before we dive into this interview there, Pheno, like, I grew up on your music, man. You know, I've been a huge fan of the Gambino family for a long time, so just thank you for giving birth to such amazing music, man. I'm gonna say, man, you actually, you became like a multi-platinum recording artist so earlier on in your career, and you gave birth to instant classics, so thank you for your contribution to hip-hop.
And thank you for having me, fam.
And I gotta ask you, Pheno, like taking you back to the beginning, like what actually made you decide to get into the music industry?
I've been, man, I've been on the music thing. That's been like my dream since I was like 4 years old. As long as I can remember, when I was 4 years old. I had a passion way back then. That's always was my dream, to do music, Watching MTV and all that coming up. Your MTV raps and everything.
Hey man, and back then, like little did you know, you were gonna be on MTV one day, man. Look, it sounds bad to say, but look at you now, right?
Moved up. That was a wonderful feeling to see myself on BT,
And also, I heard as
I
well
signed
that
with No Limit I signed with No Limit when I was like, I want to say 16, 17, going on 17 years old.
Oh damn, man, that's actually really young. And I also heard as well that through the grapevine that actually when Master P first heard you, he actually signed you on the spot. Like if that's true, like how did you actually get connected with Master P and No Limit?
My boy Gotti, man, from the Gambino family, one of the members of the Gambino family.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Me and him, man, we had did some time together at LTI. That's like juvenile jail. And me and him connected in there. Turns out P was his first cousin. They first cousin. So that's who brought me out there to meet P and everything. And I just jumped on it. Once that opportunity presented itself, I just went in on it.
And man, it sounds like, you know what I mean, you're at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well, obviously then Juvenile wasn't the right place, but hey, it turned into something positive in your life.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, now you gotta understand, everything happens for a reason, bro. Don't nothing just happen for nothing.
I most definitely agree with that. I agree with that 110%.
Yeah, we just gotta pay attention to the things that happen in our life, though. But everything happens for a reason. Ain't no coincidence.
And of course, man, like as you just mentioned, the Gambino family. Like, how did you meet the other two members as well? Like, because I know there was 4 members within the group. I remember you mentioned you met one of the members in Juvenile. But how did you get connected with Reginelli and Malachi as well?
Well, believe it or not, all of them all three of them 3 and P, all them related, all them cousins. So Reginelli is Gotti's brother, and Malachi is Reginelli and Gotti's cousin. You hear me?
Oh, nice. I actually didn't know that. I knew Malachi and Reginelli were actually related. I didn't know like the other 3 were actually like related too. That's pretty cool.
No, Gotti is Reginelli's big brother.
Oh shit. So you're the only one in the group that's not related to them, eh?
ASAP. Yeah, facts.
And also, for the individuals that didn't know as well, the Gambino family's 1998 record, Ghetto Organized, was actually became multi-platinum. I have to ask you, how did it feel to have multi-platinum status before the age of 18?
Man, that's a feeling you can't explain. You can't find a word for it. During that era there, you can't find a word for it because, No Limit was the #1 record label in the world. So, feel like you got the world in your hands.
And especially like back in those days as well, you couldn't just flick a switch and the next thing you know, like you can buy views and buy likes and whatnot. This was like when you really had to push, CDs, tapes. You really had to hustle on the streets to get your project out.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, you had to get it out the mud during that time.
And also as well, I gotta touch base on this though.
Like not to cut you out, that's like the best time ever for me though, bro. You hear me? During that era.
And I'm gonna be honest, it sounds like it was a phenomenal time as well. You know what I mean? It's not every day you can be at such a young age on top of the world. You were signed to one of the biggest, if not the biggest, record label of all time.
Yeah, and that Tank, during that time, it was like the Tank, man. The Tank was like the that tank around your neck, that was the key to the world, bro. That opened up every door in the world.
And I have to ask you as well, because like being so.
Look, you don't get no speeding tickets or none of that shit during that time with that tank on. I'm talking about state troopers giving you their business card. That's how powerful that shit was during that era. That's why I said I can't really find the words for that, bro.
I have to ask you, like, I have to ask you, like, how many speeding tickets did you actually get out of from wearing that chain? Because I'm actually curious now.
Dog, I lost count with that. I'm talking about state troopers pulling me over for speed. I'm talking about doing like 90, you hear me, 100. And you know what I'm saying? And they pull me over. And once they see that tank, they on a whole different level. They giving me their car to get a peek.
And it's actually, in a way, though, I can see why they did that, because, you know, you guys do concerts, you guys need to hire security and whatnot, and, you know, with the business cards, that can be a lot of money just actually for those state troopers.
But, you know, listen, let me tell you, what two things I wonder was, influence is one of the most powerful things, man, in this world. You feel me? So during that time, during that era, you know, we had the influence on the world. So that was the power that we had on people. So that's why police and stuff like that, they pull you over, they want it in. You feel me? Because of the influence, that power. You feel me?
And speaking of influence, man, you know, one individual that was actually featured on the Ghetto Organized record is still one of the biggest influences in a lot of people's lives, especially within hip-hop today. You actually recorded one of my personal favorite songs by the Gambino family, Studio B, with Snoop Dogg and also Moby Dick, man. I have to ask you, what was it like making Studio B, man? Because that song, I still spin it like it came out yesterday.
Man, you know, Studio B come up doing a threesome, bro. Man got it came up with that song, doing a threesome, bro. And that's a Studio B. Yeah, man. Then I just heard Snoop on it, so we put Snoop on that thing. But that's how that song come about, Studio B. We came up with that song on the spot doing a threesome.
So I know it sounds dumb to ask, but like when you say threesome, you mean, like, you know what I mean, like a threesome, like you getting busy in the studio, right, with some honeys, right?
Yeah, it was me and Gotti on another little board, yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? Sometimes, you know what I mean. Genius plans come together at the most spontaneous times. You know what I mean? So it just proves you guys were making hits even when you were kind of doing your intimate moments as well, man. So that's what's up.
Yeah, because, you know, Studio B is another word for groupie. You know what I'm saying? A groupie that's in the studio, she's trying to get on, yeah?
Hey, man, it's like the Puck Bunnies of the studios. Hey, man, you know what I mean? So females gotta eat too. You know what I mean? Females gotta eat too.
Facts. Yeah, most of facts.
So when I gotta ask you pertaining to that story, like, you know, when you got Snoop Dogg in the studio, did he know how you guys came up with the meaning of that song, or he was just like, yo, cuz, let's go with it?
Oh yeah, you know, come on, cause that's what we all was doing during that time. Man. Come on, that come with the territory, fam. You know that. Yeah, why you think he come like that on that song? You know what I mean? You heard he was in that thing. You know what I mean? He was spitting facts. You know, the actual meaning. You feel me?
And also,
that was going on.
And when we're still on the topic of Snoop Dogg, man, like, because I as we already know, like, I think it was like 97, 98 criteria, you know, Snoop actually left Death Row and came to No Limit, man. Were you there when Snoop Dogg came to No Limit? And if so, what was that like, man? Because that was definitely a game changer for your entire label.
Yeah, Snoop came like right after, like a few, I want to say like probably like that next year after I was there. So yeah, man, it felt good. It just like, man, it just felt good to me, Snoop. Like, it just like, man, all the nigga dreams unfolded. You feel me? That's how I was feeling. Like, but let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie. Real talk though. Even though I've been a Snoop fan, a big fan of Snoop and everything. But like, that's my big uncle there. You feel me? But it's just like when he came. Don't get me wrong. Like it was an honor to meet him, but it wasn't no dick riding shit. You feel me? Because it was like No Limit was like up there. You feel me? So it was feeling good to get another soldier made on the team. You feel me?
Oh man, most definitely. You know, and that was a good soldier to get for No Limit as well. Snoop Dogg, man, that right there takes a cake.
Most definitely, man. Real talk.
So when you know Snoop Dogg comes to your label, man, you already know right then and there you guys are solidified as the best.
Oh yeah, yeah, real talk, man. Wasn't nothing fucking with us during that time.
And also,
As you know, the same way we were dropping the music, yeah, because you know we had been working like every day, all day on that music. That's why we was able to come. That's why people dropping the music how he was. Shit, every month, an album coming out. You know what I'm saying?
and also in '99 as well, you were actually part of the track No Limit Army on True's album, The Crime Family. I have to ask you, what was it like actually working with True actually on that project back in '99?
Oh damn, boy, you been doing your research, huh?
Hey man, most definitely, man. That's what you got to do, right?
No limit, no limit. Oh, matter of fact, man, Mac on that thing. Yep, shout out to Mac. You know, Mac home now too, man. He home. He released, boy.
Oh damn.
Yeah, shout out to Mac, man. Welcome on to Mac, you hear me? Shell shot. Welcome on.
I have to ask you as well, though, man. Like just working with True, man. Like, what was it like, man? Because I gotta say, you guys were phenomenal on that track together, man. I love the chemistry on that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints over there too. That No Limit on. He brought back memories with that, dog. That was in the back of my mind, for real. Oh, that's some man. Just you know, like during that time, that No Limit on me. Man, the chemistry. You know, we did that right in the studio for that. That was on that True Family, on that True album.
Oh yeah, that was I believe that was
Was,
sorry, the Crime Family record. If I'm not mistaken.
yeah, yeah, it was the Crime Family. Yeah, 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 yeah. That shit, that was phenomenal, bro. That's a phenomenal song right there, bro. That was gangster, no doubt.
Hey man, most definitely. And
I
I gotta say, they don't really make it like they used to
you hear
anymore.
me? What you say, bro?
I was just gonna say that they don't make music like they used to anymore, man. You know what I mean? I still go back to the '90s and listen to music from you guys, man. Because unfortunately, this new age bubblegum, I don't know what to call it, man. But it ain't hip hop, in my opinion.
You know, well, you got to compare like the cars. You hear me? Like the old cars is more better than the new cars. The new shit don't last long. Like with me, it's all about making music. You know, there's a big difference between rapping and and making music. Rap shit is, you know, that shit come and then it go. You hear me? It's just a season. You feel me? But music, when you make music, that shit forever, man. I'm talking about like the Biggie, the Pac. You know what I'm saying? That's music. You feel me? So that shit gonna live around. And that's the type of shit that I stay try to create and stay true to myself. You hear me? And make music.
And also, you have actually done work with Dig Martino. I was wondering, how did yourself and Dig Martino actually get connected? And of course, do you guys have any new projects in the works together?
But Dig, you know, I'm the one that introduced Dig to people. Yeah. I'm the one brought him there.
When Master P actually first heard Dig, like, you know, what was Master P's thoughts?
Well, you know, I sold my Dig to P, meaning like not actually getting the money, but for just like sold him as an artist, like letting them know how what type of dude Dig was and what type of time he was with his music. You feel me? And I told P, I was like, man, dude, like a fucking like, you know what I'm saying, on that DMX, but I'm saying he be coming raw, you know what I'm saying? And P was like, well, bring him up here, let me check him out, you know what I'm saying? If I like him, I'm gonna fuck with him. And when I brought Dig up there, it was on, it was already done. He pretty much took my word. Once he heard Dig, it was over with. That was also history, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, Dig always been my little brother, you feel me? So I ain't gonna, you know, I ain't the type of dude like I get on and I leave everybody behind. You feel me? So once I got on and shit and I was in there, I brought him along too. You feel me?
And also, as well, the one thing I have to ask you, just one more no limit type question, because I do know that recently, well, obviously before COVID-19 hit us, you know, I saw a lot about no limit reunions. I wanted to ask you, are you actually part of those reunions? And if so, after COVID, are they going to pick back up?
When we first started I don't know, you know, we had did the Essence. We had shot the thing. We had did the thing at the Essence, and that was the last thing I was at after that. You hear me? I had backed up after that day. You hear me? So yeah, that was I was a part of that also. We did the reunion at the Superdome for the Essence. That's where we had kicked off at right there.
I'm gonna be honest though, Pheno. Like I was hella jealous. I'm down here in Canada, so when I seen that, I was like, "Yo, man!" I'm like, "This tour has to come to Canada because it's like they had all the greats from No Limit, man. They had you, the Gambino family, Mr. Servon. It was just like, damn, dude. Like this needs to hit Canada."
Yeah, they had all the rules there, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It felt good for the team to be back together too, man. But it's just like everybody just, you know what I'm saying? It's just not there like it's supposed to be, bro.
Like when you guys all back together, did it feel like old times or did it feel like something was missing?
Uh, it was kind of iffy because of like you're happy that you with your team and shit, like your whole team and shit, but the chemistry was kind of different. It wasn't like it was before. You know what I'm saying? The chemistry wasn't there like like it usually be. But you still want to give it a shot. You feel me?
Most definitely true, especially everybody getting older. They moved on to different labels, different projects. It probably just wasn't the spunk wasn't there anymore.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
And also, speaking of Pheno Gambino's solo work, man, I actually noticed as well that you have a new project coming out soon titled Bobby Fischer. I was wondering, what can our listeners expect from that project when it actually drops to the general public?
Oh man, that Bobby Fischer. That's living life. That's a game of chess right there. You know what I mean? What they can expect from that is Pheno Gambino. You know what I mean? The real me. You know, because it's like a lot of my fans really didn't really hit me so like a solo artist. You feel me? So I have that Bobby Fischer is a project, a product of me actually being myself. Like when I signed with when I signed with Pete with the Gambino family, right? When Gotti bought me that Pete, I didn't know that Gotti was in a situation, where he needed help with that album, meaning like another teammate. You feel me? So even though I didn't want to, if it was up to me, if I had a choice, I wouldn't have went with the Gambino family. You feel me? Because like I can't really be myself all the way with the Gambino family, meaning like like the Gambino family. Okay, that's the title, right? That's the group. So like you have to be more on mob shit. You know what I'm saying? Mob life. You feel me? But so this Bobby Fischer shit is like actually I'm being me with no restrictions on it. You feel me? I can really open up, like you know what I'm saying? Everything that's in me, the shit that I've been going through in my life and everything. You feel me? I'll be able to express myself how I want to with this shit. So that's what they can expect from me on this Bobby Fischer. This head first, you heard me?
And I gotta say, I as well. I remember you sent me some Facebook voice messages of some of the music, man. I gotta say, it is some deep. I can tell our listeners right here that it's some deep type shit, man. But it is good. It is fire. It is like you get classic Pheno Gambino with a new twist, man. I really enjoy what I heard, and I'm looking forward to the Bobby Fischer project.
Yeah, I just got 2 singles out. They got the What a Party At and that Suicide Ballin' is up and running.
And actually, speaking of suicided bowling, I'm actually spinning that for our listeners directly after this interview. And I was wondering if you could tell our listeners a bit more about that song. That way, they can wrap their head around it when they hear it a little bit more.
Which one? Suicide Ballin'?
Suicided bowling, yeah.
Yeah, Suicide Ballin' is like, for example, like I put on all my ice, right? All my jewelry and shit. I'm in my whip, everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm federal, and I just go in the hood ball. You feel me? That's suicide balling. You feel me? Suicide balling is like you just balled out. You know what I'm saying? You living life to the fullest. That's suicide balling. You hear me? You flying in your shit and ain't giving a fuck if the police pull you over. That's suicide balling.
And you know what I gotta say? Pheno Gambino is the best at suicided balling.
Yeah, suicide balling. I'm going ball out tonight. You hear me? I'm going by the ball. You hear me? That's suicide balling. You ain't giving a fuck about tomorrow. I'm living for the day. That's suicide balling.
And I have to ask you as well, Pheno, like what's next for you, man? Like other than, the Bobby Fischer project, anything else you're working on that you still want to, let our listeners know about when we stop you here live on the Canadian airwaves?
Well, I'm working on it, man. I just did this youth program called the Mount Everest Foundation for the youth. You hear me? I'm just trying to get a youth something back, man, that I never had coming up, man, because a lot of our youth is lost out here and they need us, man. For real, you know. So I'm just trying to be that big brother and give them the guidance and everything that they need in life, man, to get them prepared for this real world and this real life. You feel me?
And I have to ask you as well, pertaining to that foundation, like, is there any way like our listeners that are listening can actually like donate to that foundation and help out as well?
Yeah, that's a good question. Cause I just got the EIN, my tax ID and everything. I just got the plate for it and everything, but I really need. I'm in the process of setting that up though. For real, that's a good question, bro.
Hey man, most definitely. And if you do get it set up and there is ways that individuals can donate, let me know as well, and I'll make sure that I post it around the Outlaw Radio FM social media handles. That way, our listeners that were listening to this interview, whether it's live or on demand, they can really actually get involved with that campaign.
Man, that's blessed, you hear me? That's blessed right there, bro. Yeah, yeah. That's blessed. Hey, cause like they need, it's a difference between living and surviving. You hear me? That's what that foundation gonna give. Like I try to. It's the same way I tell my kids. No, you're not. I don't tell them like they're gonna get a job when they finish school and everything like that. I tell them they're gonna own a business. You hear me? That's the same thing that I'm trying to get at foundation. The difference between living and surviving, bro.
And I most definitely agree, man. Because I look at it like this: a job can be long term, can be permanent, or it could be like something short. But owning a business, man, you know what I mean. If you have that business mind state, you most definitely can survive the rest of your life and even feed your grandkids as well.
Exactly, and even with the artists, like what these kids want to be, what I'm saying, into the music industry and everything, teach them about their contracts and everything. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. It's real out here, fam.
And so, Pheno, this is the time in the interview quickly that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM airwaves. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. And of course, your social media handles. That way our listeners can stay updated on everything Pheno Gambino if they're not already doing so.
Yeah, Pheno Gambino on Instagram, Pheno Gambino 3 on Instagram, Pheno Gambino on Facebook, Pheno Gambino on TikTok. You hear me? But shout out, man, to the Welcome Home to Max. Shout out to Gotti, Free Gotti, my man Gotti. He in the halfway out. He'll be on soon. Shout out to Ricky Nelly, Malachi. You hear me? All my team, man. My dude, my man. Man. I'm also doing this Melf Mimi album, bro. We almost finished with it with my man Tad. You hear me? I gotta make sure I put that out there so they can be looking forward to this Melf Mimi album. It's gonna be kissing Bobby Fischer, like right behind. I'm putting it out right behind it, man. And when I say this Melf Mimi, the Melf Mimi is where I come up at. That's my project. You feel me? Tag is like my dude, my family class dude. He come out the project too. So me and him been working on this Melf Mimi, so they can be expecting that soon too. I'm about to put that single out, that Melf Mimi song out there too, though. So they can be looking forward for that, though.
Hey, I gotta say, Pheno, it sounds like 2021 is the year of Pheno. That's what it sounds like, man. It sounds like you're putting in massive work.
Oh yeah, man, back on my legacy. Man, all praise to God, though. I fell out on myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody held me back but me. I'm supposed to been out there and doing my thing again. You feel me? But I held myself back. I had reprogram myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to leave the drugs alone. You hear me? I was on the pills bad and everything. You hear me? So I had to kick that. You hear me? So it's like me. Like it's about to be New Year's Day make a whole year that I've been drug free, dog. You hear me? So I just been back on me. I got my mojo back. I got that fire back lit under my feet. So I just been really just making up for my losses.
Hey, I gotta say congratulations on that, man. You're a strong guy, and I know most definitely you can keep doing it, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I don't know. This is what I was built for, man. This is my purpose. You know what I mean? There's a different. Like this music shit. This ain't nothing that I decided to do because other people are rapping. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is what I was built for. This is what I was born for. That's just a key for me to open up all the other things that God got in store for me to do. You hear me? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just on a mission. I'm on my mission and just executing.
And I got to say, Pheno, quickly, man, just thank you for years of amazing music, man. Like I said at the beginning of the interview, I grew up on your music and the Gambino family. So just thank you for everything you did for hip hop, and also thank you for not only about pertaining to myself, but also millions worldwide helping us through our difficult times through your music, man. Thank you so much.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. Salute, you hear me?
Hey, man, you are most certainly welcome, and thank you. But, Pheno, I gotta say, man, happy holidays to you and yours, but most definitely have yourself a wonderful night.
Man, you too, man. Outlaw, nigga. Outlaw radio, baby.
You already know.
Let's get it, you hear me? For real, we building a legacy together, my man. You hear me?
Hey, man, I like the sounds of that, Pheno. I gotta say, man, thank you so much again, man. Most definitely have yourself a wonderful night.
Most definitely, man. Salute.